Okay, so some big news just dropped for pretty much everyone on Linux. Two of the most essential tools we use every single day just got major upgrades. We're talking, of course, about Firefox and Git. And these new versions are packed with features that are going to streamline everything from your daily browsing to your most complex development work. So let's break it all down. So on one hand, you've got Firefox 150, which for most of us is our main window to the web. And on the other, you've got Git 2.54, the version control system that is, let's be honest, the absolute backbone of modern software. Both just got some fantastic new upgrades, so let's get right into what they mean for you. So what does all this actually mean for you? I mean, really, how does it change your day-to-day? Well, whether you're just browsing the web or you're a full-time professional developer, these updates bring some real, tangible improvements. We're about to get into exactly what's new and why you should definitely care. All right, let's kick things off with Firefox 150, which was released on April 21st, 2026. This version is all about making your life easier, with some really nice quality of life improvements. And it has a special focus on making the experience that much better for all of us on Linux. Yes, the wait is finally over for Linux users. Firefox 150 now has full support for the native GTK emoji picker. You know, the built-in one for desktops like GNOME. Now, you just hit Control and period and any text box, and boom, it pops right up. It's a small change, I know, but it makes a huge difference. No more hunting around for emojis. And check this out, Firefox's built-in PDF viewer is getting a major power-up. It's not just for viewing documents anymore. Now you can actually manage them right there on the fly. You can reorganize pages, move them around, copy them, or even delete them, all without ever having to leave your browser or open another app. Super convenient. Okay, this next one is a huge win for your privacy. Firefox is now locking down local network access by default. What does that mean? It basically prevents random websites from secretly scanning your home network for things like your printer or your smart speakers unless you give them explicit permission. It's a simple, powerful layer of security that's now turned on for everyone. All right, let's switch gears from browsing to building. For all the developers out there, Git version 2.54 dropped on April 20th, 2026, and it introduces a brand new tool that could seriously change one of Git's most notoriously complex workflows. So the headline feature here is a new, and I should mention experimental, command called Git history. Its entire job is to take the often terrifying task of rewriting a repository's history and make it way, way simpler than using a beast like Git rebase. This is a pretty big deal, you know? It kind of signals a shift in Git's whole philosophy, from having tools that are just powerful to having tools that are powerful and actually user-friendly. And here's a perfect example of how simple it is. Let's say you made a typo in an old commit message. Instead of having to wrestle with a whole interactive rebase session, you can just run git history reword on that commit. That's it. It's direct, it's clear, and it does exactly what you'd expect it to do. And this really gets to the heart of the whole change. I mean, traditionally, you'd have to use Git rebase, which is an incredibly powerful tool, don't get me wrong, but it has a super steep learning curve and, let's be real, a million ways to get tangled up and mess things up. The new Git history command aims for the total opposite. Simple, intuitive, direct actions that just make these common but tricky workflows so much easier. Now, beyond that big new feature, Git 2.54 also brings some other solid improvements. You can now define your Git hooks, those are the scripts that run automatically during certain Git events, way more flexibly. Plus, a performance feature called geometric repacking is now on by default, which should really help keep your repositories feeling snappy, especially the big ones. So, stepping back a bit, we've looked at two very different tools, right? A browser and a version control system. But when you look at them together, you can start to see this common theme emerging in the software we use every day. And here's what it really boils down to. For daily users, Firefox 150 is giving you easier communication, stronger privacy right out of the box, and more capable tools built right into the browser. Meanwhile, for developers, Git 2.54 is all about simpler code management, better performance, and more ways to customize your workflow. Both updates are really about refining these essential tools for the people who use them most. And ultimately, that's the core takeaway here. These aren't just a random collection of features. They really represent a maturing ecosystem. We're seeing more polished, more secure, and more user-friendly tools for everybody, from people just browsing the web to the professionals who are actually building it. As our most essential tools evolve to become both simpler and more powerful at the same time, it really makes you wonder what's coming next. So I'll leave you with this question. What's a future tool or maybe just a feature that you're most excited to see?